How do you separate childcare education from care expenses for tax deductions? Imagine trying to claim your childcare expenses and your child's education costs on your taxes. It can feel confusing to know what counts where. Let's break it down so you can get the most from your tax benefits. When it comes to tax deductions, the IRS makes a clear distinction between childcare and education expenses. Childcare expenses are for the supervision and care of your child while you work or look for work. These include payments to daycare centers, babysitters, or nannies. If you pay someone to watch your child so you can go to work, those costs may qualify for the child and dependent care credit. Education expenses, like tuition for private school or after-school programs focused on learning, are not considered childcare. They are separate costs and usually don't qualify for the child and dependent care credit. Instead, they might qualify for other credits like the American Opportunity Tax Credit or the Lifetime Learning Credit. To keep everything clear, you need to keep detailed records of your expenses. Save receipts from your childcare provider and ask them to specify what part of the bill is for care and what part is for education or enrichment activities. When filing taxes, only the costs directly related to supervision and care count for the child and dependent care credit. For example, if your daycare charges $50 a day but includes a few hours of preschool activities, only the part for supervision while you work is deductible. You should also separate costs for after-school tutoring or private lessons, as these are education expenses and don't qualify for childcare deductions. For Black families, understanding these rules is especially important because it helps maximize the benefits available. Using a flexible spending account through your employer can also help. This account lets you set aside pre-tax dollars to pay for childcare, lowering your taxable income. Remember, the child and dependent care credit is based on your income and the amount spent on care, up to certain limits. If your income is low, you might not get a full benefit, but you could still qualify for a partial credit. Keep in mind that if you have a family member helping out, make sure they meet the IRS criteria for a qualified caregiver. Staying organized and keeping good records ensures you claim only what qualifies and avoid any issues during tax season. If you're unsure about what counts as childcare versus education, it's a good idea to consult a tax professional or use free tax help services in your community. Being clear about these expenses can make a big difference in how much you save on your taxes. Remember, separating these costs properly helps you claim the right deductions and credits, making your tax return work better for your family's financial health.